everybody, welcome to the Coach File. I'm so glad you're here joining me on this reaction, which is called He Doesn't Love Me. So there's no comments. She shut off the comments on this, so we're going to see what she has to say.
Oh wait, I think I disabled the chat.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Disabled chat.
Oh, you want to have your little people to talk
Actually,
to,
I think I'm
Chantel.
gonna keep it that way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it that way. Okay, I'm gonna drive and just talk.
Oh boy.
I guess it'll be like a video because I don't really feel... Actually, I don't feel like having the chat on. I don't feel like chatting about it. I just want to like talk, and I want to say that while I'm in this moment, I get asked a lot, like, why do you come on here and badmouth Nader or talk badly about your relationship and then go back and blah blah blah? And I can say now, I'm gonna probably cry a lot, that because every time I get like this or something happens, I feel like I say it because I don't want to go back. Because I know it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I know we're not right for each other, sometimes we are.
That's unfortunately not how it works, Chantal. If you are questioning the dynamic of your relationship and what you guys have in common and don't have in common, if it's not meshing, then you aren't meant to be together. That's a miserable way to live, to have anxiety all the time when you're with someone, that you have these arguments so early in the relationship. It should speak volumes to you.
And I just feel like I just need to talk about it.
That's why you have a therapist. That's who you should be talking to. I almost think you just like hearing yourself, and that's why you talk on these videos.
Anyway, I'm going home. Actually, I'm gonna get a coffee and then I'm gonna go home.
See, what Chantal did in this relationship is she's trying to force something to happen that isn't going to happen. She wants to have that perfect, wild relationship with what she categorizes as a bad boy. She doesn't understand what makes a relationship work. Or she's just gotten completely delusional. Because, look, she's been with two men who were like totally the opposite of this guy. So, like, I almost think in my head, is she taking her medication? Because she seems so much more intense now. I mean, I'd just be interested to know. I know she lies about it a lot.
Really?
Oh, did you have a good party night?
I've been getting a lot of, like, he always says, like, he gets mad, like, if I talk about things online.
That would be expected. If I was talking about my husband and our relationship and going into all these specifics, he would be mad because he's a very private person. So why can't you respect someone? Look, I don't like the guy, but you have to have some respect for someone's privacy, because once your privacy is gone, it's just absolute hell. He's going to get tired of it. He's going to get tired of people calling his cell phone. He's going to be tired of people messaging him. It's going to get old.
And, like, I don't have to, like, I know people will be like, he doesn't claim you, treats you like shit. And I'm just like, for me, he'll tell me, like, behind the camera, like,
what he says to you in private is him trying to hold on to you. He's not going to say it to the world because he really doesn't feel that way towards you. He tells you those things in private because that's how he manipulates you. That's how he tells you, oh yeah, I love you. Oh yeah, I'll marry you. He says that because he wants to keep you around. He's saying all the right things to someone who is so desperate for attention. I mean, if you, okay, you're on live with him and you're asking him questions like about the ring. Suddenly you're joking about the ring. You definitely were not joking about the ring.
We don't, like, you know, because of our history, and like, I don't want to give them any information I don't have to. This is personal. It's not their business.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, I feel like he's like nice to everybody but me. Like,
all that matters is how he treats you. I mean, obviously you want to see how a person treats other people because it's a reflection of how they're going to treat you. But that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how he treats people on YouTube and all this stuff, because I think you're confusing yourself. All of us on YouTube are in no way connected to you. We are not your friends. We are just viewers. So we're not personal with you. But he is. Your family is.
I don't know, like, I think I just realized, like, today, it's a horrible feeling. Like, you could scream at, I'm the type of person, and I hate this, but I'm like, not teachable because I'm fucking stubborn. And like, when people try to help me or tell me things, it's like I don't hear it, like I don't believe it, I don't see it, you know? And
Chantel, get back on your medication. You're a basket case. You're not, something's, you need to be back on your I could swear she's not taking her medication. There's no way she's taking her medication.
I'm not crying for sympathy, I'm crying because I'm fucking sad. I just feel like heartbroken, like I'm fucked up, like I'm sad because I know he doesn't love the way I need anyway.
If a person isn't giving you what you need out of the relationship, leave. Why do you constantly make it like it's so hard? Like you live in the same house, you have bills together, you have kids, you have investments. I mean, you're acting like you have invested your entire self into a marriage. You've got all these kids and stuff. You don't, you can walk away. It's so easy. Just walk away. No one is worth being miserable. I'm sorry. If you're unhappy, leave. You can stay on good terms. You don't have to be angry at each other. Just leave.
I'm sure he doesn't, like, I feel like he needs me. But
Chantel, he doesn't need you. He didn't need you before. He doesn't need you now.
I feel used. Like, I don't know, like, used up. Like, I just keep giving myself, and then, like, I think that just the final straw was just, like, I hate when men are selfish, like, you want me to pleasure you, like, twice in a row, and then, like, nothing for me, like, no sex, nothing, like, what? Like, I just feel like a piece of shit.
So let me give you some advice. Make sure you get your pleasure before your guy, and that is problem solved.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want this friggin' crap to occupy my mind all the time. But it's just like, I feel like I've invested like so much of myself into this, and like, for him to just be like, oh, well, you know, you talk shit about me online, so pay the price. Like, he's so arrogant and cocky, his ego about it. Like, I'm worn to the gill from, like, my mental health issues and just my health and just everything. And then top that with having to pretty much, like, I help him, like, with his channel, like, a lot.
You chose to do that. You didn't have to do that. So there is no sympathy on this end.
And then to see him just kind of like, oh, well, I'm looking for another editor, or, well, maybe, like, I know he thinks it's a lot for me, so he wants to have another editor.
Yeah, right. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care.
Anyway, I just feel shitty and unappreciated, and yes, I said that to him.
That's what happens when you're trying to force something that isn't really there. You are trying to make a relationship that doesn't exist. So what you're doing is you're doing all this stuff for him to prove that you love him, to prove that you're there for him. But he's not reciprocating. He's not interested in you in that way. You have to understand that, Chantel.
Yeah. And his, like, response was so rude. Feeling like you're manipulated, like, I don't know. And then another thing that really bugs me, I'm sad because of that. I'm sad because I know he's not right. Now I'm, like, kind of in too deep, but, like,
You're not in too deep. That is not true. Being in too deep is when you have assets together, when you have children together, when families have been merged together. That makes it super complicated.
A lot of feelings. But also because, yeah, like, I realize it's probably not gonna work, and it's especially not gonna work online, because when he was live streaming, and it really pisses me off when this happens, and it makes me feel like a piece of shit. Everything I said happened. Everything I've said, I've shit talked, but it all happened.
Okay, Chantal, he's only saying that to keep you hooked. It doesn't matter what he's saying to you in private. It speaks volumes to what he's saying in public.
And I feel like he's vague about his answers, and, like, we agreed. I said, I don't want you to, let's just move past, like, we talked in person and we're private about it, like.
We're private about it, but now she's going to share the conversation with us.
Whatever happened, and it was a horrible time, and just everything, like, we just work. We wanted to try to make it work.
You wanted to try to make it work.
Behind the scenes. But instead of ignoring the questions like he's supposed to, I feel like he's...
Instead of ignoring messages like he should. Huh? Why would he have to ignore? Oh, is that your rule? Oh, okay, Chantel. That's your rule. He's not allowed to answer messages.
Secretly trying to make me look like a liar to fix his reputation online.
Well, that's what narcissists do. They try to make you look like you're insane. But again, you put yourself in this situation, so there's very little sympathy.
And that's just not gonna fly with me. That's really not what I wanted to happen. I don't know what I expected to happen. Like, if I just expected people to just, like, I don't know. says this too, but it's like, I feel like I'm fucking myself and I don't even see the dick I'm fucking myself with right now.
Well, maybe if you kept that private and didn't talk so in detail about your relationship, it might have gone differently. You wouldn't feel like such an ass. Okay? You look foolish. You really do. You look naive, foolish. I mean, it's just, it's awful.
So here I am again crying because I'm pissed off and heartbroken. And I just feel used and manipulated in a lot of ways. I think I always did, and I don't know. I can't stay away. And he doesn't, like, realize, like, he never, ever apologizes to me. Like, maybe once, like, for the one time he told me to shut up and leave, and when I actually, like, found the guts to watch that video. And it was bad.
Chantel, you were present at the moment. Why didn't you tell him to fuck off and walk out? Who the hell is he to tell you to shut up? I mean, you're not innocent in this at all, but you've put yourself in this situation, Chantel.
And I feel like shit for allowing myself to be treated like that over
and she feels like shit being treated like this, but how much you want to bet she'll be on live with him? Or maybe she already has.
Over and over again. And he's probably, like, I just ignore that, like, after we have a fight.
You can't ignore it. When you ignore it, you're sending a message saying it's okay.
Or something happens, he'll go online and, like, just completely lie. Just to make me look bad. And that's not love, right?
Well, you're a habitual liar. And if he's lying, then the both of you are lying. So who are we supposed to believe? I mean, you're saying he's lying, but you're just as much a liar.
I mean, that's fine. I know I sound stupid asking that, but, like, I actually, like, believe everything he says. Like, I believe everything he says, or maybe I want to believe it. I don't have my machine or anything. So now I'm gonna have to go back there.
Don't go back there. Just get another damn machine. What is wrong with you? I mean, why do you have to go over there? You don't have to go over there. All that stuff is replaceable. Tell him to throw it in the fucking trash and get yourself another one. Why do you devalue yourself so much?
And I leave in such a hurry because I know, like, if I take my time and, like, if I actually start packing things, I know he'll be, like, really angry. Or, like, I don't know, I just don't, like, I guess I just want to leave. I don't want him to try to stop me.
So if any of this is true, that he gets angry when she wants to leave and she has to bolt out of there, why would you stay in a relationship like that? If in fact he's doing that, that would get old. That would get annoying. And let me tell you, if this is in fact true, he is extremely needy or he's just wanting you for pleasure and drugs and money and all that stuff.
Or anything to get in the way. Like, I don't want to be like, start packing up shit and I like can't lug the TV by myself.
Oh, poor baby.
Well, I probably could, but
just get another TV. Who the hell cares?
and there's just a lot of other things I won't go into because it's personal and I don't want to just completely just, you know.
So anything you're saying now isn't personal.
I don't want this to be a bad-mouthing session, but fuck, like, oh God, why am I such an idiot?
I don't know, Chantel, you tell us. Well, we all know why you're an idiot, but... oh boy.
It's just little things. Little things. I feel like he doesn't give a fuck about me at all. Only what I can do for him. Only him.
No shit. Boy, it took you this long to figure this out. Chantal, you're allowing someone to use you. That shows to me that you have no confidence. You don't believe in yourself. You don't love yourself. And you're letting someone push you around. You shouldn't do that. Walk away. There are like millions of men out there, okay? There's no reason to be staying in it. Why would you stay in something that's so miserable? For attention?
I got so mad, like, about me wanting to leave to go see Pete's and just like... made it about him, like, well, you were supposed to do my video. And then when I left, I'm like, you need to suspend your issues with Pete's for now. Like, he's not well, and like, he's so mad.
How about you leave the guy and Pete will be fine? Yeah, he'll be fine. I mean, he's watching his best friend, ex-fiance, dating a guy who's treating you terribly. He's actually witnessed his behavior. Why don't you just leave the guy? Why does he have to work it out with Pete? You know how he feels about him.
Because Pete's called him a motherfucker. And like, it's because of me. Like, be mad at me. If you had a friend, like, he doesn't get that. He doesn't... everything is not his fault or his problem. It's always someone else to blame for everything. Like, always. And it's usually me. Like, fuck you. Oh my God. And like, we'll be back by 7. And if I wasn't back by 7, and instead of him like being understanding about it, it was a big fight, like, all night. And that's probably what it started. I started getting really turned off at his attitude and just feeling unsupported. Like, I'm upset at how my friend is depressed and feeling. And yeah, I didn't sleep there, okay? But I still hurt for Pete's, okay? And I felt like, you know, you feel like you should feel like going back to like loving arms for support, like from your other person you're with.
So when it comes to Pete's, the fact that you're putting this man in front of Pete's is very sad. Pete's is loyal to the end for you. He should be your friends, your family. They should all be priority. If anybody is getting in the way, that's a sign. That's a red flag. Because no one should get between your friends and your family you've known, you know, most your entire life.
But I felt like said to make it worse and my anxiety worse, He goes on about, you didn't upload my video. You're supposed to upload my video. Oh, right. Like, you know.
That's when you turn around and say, do it yourself. Why do you feel obligated to do anything for him when he does nothing for you?
And then the whole, like, just selfish lover thing. No. Sorry. After everything I do, like, you should play with my boobs. I'm sorry, but, or something, like, frig. Oh my god, like, I sound like a friggin' prostitute. Oh, like, what the?
If you are not pleased with the sexual chemistry, why would you stay? So basically, you're paying all his bills. Sorry. You're doing his videos. You started his YouTube channel, which I'm sure is under your name because somehow you still have access to it. You suck his dick for nothing. You have no idea, like, how much you're being used right now. I mean, if you're unhappy with all this, why do you stay?
What the hell? I mean, I know I'm fat and bald, but come on, I'm sure I can find somebody that I don't have to friggin' pay for.
Like I said, Chantel, there are millions of men out there. There's somebody for everybody.
I don't know. I'm just, like, over it. I'm over it right now. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I'm just venting. And yes, maybe my venting does a lot of damage because I know he hates it. And maybe I like I said when I came on here, maybe that's what.
Why do you care if he hates it? Leave him.
I want. I don't want to go back. I said I wasn't. I said I'm done. I said you're selfish. And he was like, good, now never come back.
And we know she'll go back.
Oh, sorry, what did I do to you? Did I edit too many of your fucking videos? What?
Chantel, it's hard for anybody to have sympathy because you volunteered to do it. You kept doing it instead of teaching him how to do it. Because what happens is you end up coddling him and he just assumes that you're going to take care of it. And then it's an expectation. And in no way will you get reward from that expectation.
I have attitude, sorry. You know, I don't know, I was horny too. I mean, like, I don't know.
So if you're horny, as you call it, if you're horny too, why would you please him? If you know he's not going to please you, I mean, he should be wanting you, right? He should be, you know, having his hands on you and wanting to touch you and hug you. And if he's not desiring you in that way physically, so basically you're just servicing him. You're doing everything and he does nothing. That sounds like an amazing relationship.
Oh, what? How? I just, am I crazy or what?
Yeah, a little bit.
And maybe I come on here and say this because I can't say it to his face. I don't know. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this relationship. It's draining. You guys know it is, and I know it is. He doesn't know it is. I'm in love with it because there's a lot of good things I like. Maybe it's the food I'm in. I don't know. Sometimes it's really, really good. I'm not saying he's always selfish or.
Yeah, right.
I'm just moody. I'm in such a bad. you're here and you're confused, I turned off everything right now. I just want to vent and just talk about it. No, I don't feel like editing a video. I really just don't feel like doing anything. I just feel so, like, alone.
I think her tears have more to do with the embarrassment of all this.
Because I don't feel like the love I need. You know?
So leave. I can't wrap my head around people that stay in miserable relationships. And I'm not talking about people that are married, have kids, you know, they're like really stuck. I mean, I'm talking about you're in a relationship, you're not even a year in, and you've got all these problems. Why do you stay? I mean, look, even if you're married and have kids, you know, you should never stay in an abusive relationship. But the way he talks to her and stuff like that, so early in the relationship, like anybody else would have walked away.
I'm gonna venti this time because I'm gonna have to sleep at 7. I'm gonna try to get used to my llama in my bed. I wish I had my machine.
Just get another one, Chantel. It doesn't take brain science.
And maybe I'm live talking about this because I'm pissed off. I feel used and manipulated. I think I'm gonna get off for now. I think I've vented. Maybe I'll come back when I get home. Like,
sounds like a plan.
Chat with you guys. I'm not gonna come on for sympathy and super chats like everybody thinks. I don't care. Just to like keep my mind off, I guess, until I get tired enough to go to bed. I know it's bad. Don't say I'm not bad to you. How can you? Oh.
Don't forget, guys, if you're not subscribed, please do it and like the video. It helps with the algorithms. I really appreciate it.
Okay, guys. Let's feel this. I just can't handle any negative right now.
Just leave the guy. I don't know why this is so challenging for you.
back alive when I get home. We'll see.
Okay, guys, I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you comment below. Tell me what you're thinking. And I really enjoy engaging with you guys. So have a wonderful day.